So Patreon, more hundreds and hundreds of questions. Why don't you do a Patreon account? How come you don't have a Patreon account? Everyone's doing a Patreon account. And I don't have one. And you notice the reason why so many creators are opening Patreon accounts is because their ad revenues have been slashed. There are lots of channels, especially channels in the 150,000 subscriber range, that were making enough money to get by, and now they're not. So I mean, that's just a simple fact. It's affected all of us. Fortunately, we don't have a lot of expenses. We don't have any debt. We pay cash for everything. So, and that makes a big difference. If we didn't, when you start to see success on, I think a lot of people fell into the trap of, they start to see a little success on YouTube, went out and bought big homes and some nice cars and the type of things, on payments. And now, how is it that Warren Buffett put it? You don't know who's swimming naked until the tide goes out. It's that type of thing. So, addressing Patreon, I don't have any plans to do Patreon for the simple reason, as I've said in the past, is I would like to work with some particular sponsors. We have wonderful relationships with Yanmar, and we've had it with DeWalt and with Gerber, and several companies you see me work with. I would just assume they want to have access to you guys. And let them fund it, kind of the way I'm looking at it. What does that mean to you guys? I'll do a couple dedicated videos. I'm not going to do a lot of them. I'm going to stick to doing the channel exactly how I want it, and that's important. And if we do bring a sponsor on, they know in the contract that you're not going to dictate to me how I feature your product. If that's something that you want to do, then I'm the wrong person for it. So, and I'm only working with channels with brands that I really like. So there's a couple other little things we have in the works, and that might mean, little advertisements at the end of videos. It might mean, if they have a product that I'm really excited about, dedicated videos, you might see the product in the videos, but I'm going to keep it pretty unintrusive and not to get in the way of the main content of the channel. But that's something that we have to do. We can't just rely on AdSense. It's just not stable and just not enough. Not enough there. So it's either pass it on to you guys or it's pass it on to advertisers. And that's what I've chosen to do. So I've got nothing wrong with Patreon. Nothing against it or creators that are doing it. I guess the only thing that maybe some concern that I might have is that everyone is doing it. And I don't know how many channels you guys subscribe to, but I probably subscribe to over 300 or 400 channels, and almost all of them are asking for Patreon. That's how can you do that? How can you give $1 to all of them? You can't. It's just too much. It seems to me to be, ad revenue failed, and I don't know what to do. And Patreon is the life raft that everyone seems to want to grab onto, and maybe it works. I don't know, but it just seems a little overused at this point to me. So I'm try not to go down that road. So, all right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Good news, the sun is out. That means dry outside. That means timber framing coming soon. So we'll see you then.